Hey guys, welcome to our look back on EA Sports, Tiger Woods and Rory McIlroy, the golf games that have dominated the market for the last 20 years, and a look towards the future with the golf club getting, the golf club series and HB Studios getting the exclusive license. They're now the exclusive licensees of the PGA Tour. They're going to be adding a bunch of courses, TPC courses mostly it looks like so far that they've announced, with the Golf Club 2019 coming out sometime this year or next year, probably late this year or early next year maybe. I want to talk about what I loved about EA Sports Golf and what I love, what I'm going to miss, and then what I think the Golf Club franchise can really take from EA Sports and try to implement to really improve in the next round of their series of golf games. Now, number one, obviously, is graphics. If you look here, far and away, if you do a side-by-side comparison, which I'd never really done, but I tried to do, it's almost night and day. It's not quite night and day, but it might as well be. There's some, Rory McIlroy PGA Tour has glitches, has pop-in, but there's way more, and just overall graphically, it's just not as good. It's just not nearly as good looking. The Golf Club 2 is just not nearly as good looking as Rory McIlroy. And so what I want to see them do is take the time to really try, improve the graphics. And next, obviously, would be number two, the presentation. I want to see them really bring home what you see here, a television broadcast style presentation, a golf channel style presentation. I don't know if they'll be able to get that with the new PGA Tour licensing. I don't know if they're going to have any commitment from NBC or the Golf Channel or CBS or whatever, but I hope that with the new PGA Tour licensing, that licensing is going to lead to more opportunities, in that the presentation is going to become more of an EA Sports style presentation, where you've got a TV style broadcast where you feel like you're actually watching the Golf Channel, you're watching the players live. I like the menus way more in Rory McIlroy than I do in the Golf Club 2. I really feel like I'm being immersed in a television style broadcast, and I hope that maybe not with the next game, but maybe if there's another game after it, that's something they can implement. But we'll see. Anything can happen. Either way, they've got to clean up their menus. As you're going to see in this next clip, there's too much information on the screen. Maybe because it's a golf sim, you want the information there, you need the information there. I just feel like it's too computery. There's something about it I'm just not a fan of. I don't know what it is. And maybe it's just me. Maybe I can't quite put my finger on what I don't like about it, but I really appreciate this Golf Channel style broadcast that you have here. And this here, to me, is just a little too 1990s PC style. There's just something that is off-putting. The next thing is the ball physics. I'm not a huge fan of the way the ball rolls in this game. It does not, when you hit it onto the fairway, it does not look like you're hitting a golf club onto grass. It looks like you're hitting a golf ball onto a solid marble polished surface, and it's not realistic and it's not enjoyable. The other big thing that I want to see out of this game is less difficulty. Now, I understand the golf club was kind of put together as more of a sim, really testing you. But I think that if they want to gain more of an audience, that they can have the best of both worlds. What I loved about Tiger Woods series and about Rory McIlroy is they've got the different swing mechanics. They've got the different styles where you can really make it hard on yourself or make it easier on yourself, depending on how you want to play. I want to be able to play a game, especially a sports game. I want to live the fantasy. And I want to be able to go out there and play like I'm a pro and not play like I do in real life, which is terrible. Here you'll see Dustin Johnson here on the famous 16th hole of TPC Scottsdale. I want to be able to hit it like he would hit it And, you know, I'll admit here I don't hit a great shot. But you know what? A lot of times the players don't either on tour. But I want to see the golf club franchise, Golf Club 2019, implement a more arcade-style swing, a more arcade-style mode. And with that said, I want to be able to live the fantasy. I want to be able to live the dream of hitting the green in 2 on a par 5 and eagling it and holing out and walking off to the hole and saying yes. And that was fun. With that said, what I want to see is more players, and I want to see more of
maybe the single most bizarre shot in the history.
I want to see more brands. I want to see more licensing. I want to see more of what we saw less of in Rory McIlroy and more of in Tiger Woods, which is Callaway, ping, tailoring, be able to pick your clubs, mix and match your clubs. I love the level of customization in the Golf Club 2, but it's not great as far as really being able to dial it in and having the brands there represented, and maybe that will come with the PGA Tour. The other thing is I want to see professional players. I want to be able to play as Dustin Johnson. I want to be able to play as Rory McIlroy or Jordan Spieth or Hideki Matsuyama. That's just a personal fantasy of mine to be able to play as him because he's one of my favorites. But what I want to see out of this next game with Golf Club 2019 is I want to see calendar events to kind of match the tour, and then I also want to see like the Q School and the Web.com tour that they talked about. I don't want to have to do that. I want it to be an option that if I want to do that, I can. But I don't want to be forced into going through Q School or Web.com. I want to be able to jump right into the tour and just start playing. And maybe that's cheap of me, but that's just how I feel. And I want to live the dream as a PGA professional. But I do like the idea of having the Q School there and the Web.com tour there. That's a fun idea. But like I said, I want to see more of an arcade style implemented. And like I said, I get that it's a sim, and it's supposed to be more of a simulation, but I like what EA Sports did, especially with Rory McIlroy and 3 different swing mechanics, and made it kind of their own thing. So tell me what you guys think of my ideas. Tell me what you guys think you want to see out of the Golf Club 2019. Tell me what you think of the video and what you can hope for golf games in the future. Thanks so much. We'll see you. Bye.